Oh, yes. Appendix B, laws followed by government corporations. This appendix contains the responses provided by the 45 corporations as to whether or not they are subject to the 25 legal requirements discussed below. Table B1 contains the individual coded responses provided by the corporations. Oh, the following codes are used in Table B1, subject to activities requirements. Oh, it doesn't mean satisfactory. Now, A, administratively adopts acts requirements. Oh, doesn't mean that you got an A in that class. N, not subject to and did not administratively adopt the act's requirements. Ooh, non-complete. Oh, sorry, that's not what it means. And oh, corporation did not respond. Oh, is that right? I guess it's important to look at exactly what the what the S, A, N, or O means, because when I went through the responses, I thought it was a non-complete, non-complete. It does mean not subject to, doesn't it? Yes, it's close. Subject to, I thought it was satisfactory, and same meaning. It's not synonymous, but that means they're subject to it. A is administratively adopts acts requirements. The administration recognizes the act as a law, and it recognizes the requirements, but it doesn't mean that's what they're doing. They administratively acknowledge it. Now, free government in the Sunshine Act. Oh, look at all these individual meetings and publications and otherwise publicized discussions, action which took place. Now, let's say I wasn't homeless. I decided to sit in on each and every meeting of all the independent instrumentalities of the United States federal government, and then I show them as employees and officers that my civil rights are being violated. They'd say, well, you're not an employee. I'd say, you have knowledge of a crime. Now you're fucking fired and I'm suing you. Good for you. See, you can't say, ooh, 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 look at that. The Sunshine Act. Ooh. Open its meetings to the public and otherwise publicize the discussions and actions which took place. Now, you're obstructing my right to participate in the government because I would go to all these stupid meetings and I would inform them. See, when you have knowledge of a crime and you're a federal employee, your knowledge of the crime can cause you to be terminated from employee. Now, employee classification is a requirement of Chapter 51 of Title 5, United States Code 5 USC 5101 to 5115. They classify all these employees, employee, or officer, commissioner, director, and those that are farther up the government the government ladder, pay rates and rate systems. How do you get a rate increase if you're an employee or an officer? Chow. Can you have knowledge of crime and not go to prison for them? Well, I guess it's going to affect your pay grade, isn't it? I would say that any employee of the United States government, independent corporations that are administratively subject to the pay rates and rate systems of the U.S. government that has knowledge of any crime, it immediately means that they no longer can get a pay raise. Now, for some reason, I'm just thinking that's how it is, but I would not increase the income of those that know about crime and refuse to enforce the laws. Now, travel and subsistence allowance. Let's say you're an employee. You're going to travel someplace. You're going to get your hotel room covered and your meals. And you happen to know about civil rights violations, child abduction, kidnapping, forgery, fraud, and numerous other color of law or color of office violations. If for some stupid fucking reason you thought that I should pay for your... you won't be going anywhere. Now you would say, well, I have to go, and I would say you can pay for it yourself because you're the shittiest fucking... Now, how about this? The Federal Property Administrative Services Act. This is the one I was telling you about today, where you're going to buy all your building materials from me. Yes. Let's say, as a manufacturer of building materials, products, and services, I decide that I'm going to put a bid in on every government contract of all the independent instrumentalities of the United States federal government. And I'm going to make sure that every time I put a bid in, you're going to accept my bid because I'm going to sue you. Now, you would say, oh my gosh, that discriminates against fundamental. But I would say that I know that my stuff is cheaper and better than everything else. So from now on, you can purchase all your building materials from me. Now the anti-kickback. Did you get paid for a show? Oh, an Oprah show or a fish show? You've been entertaining your dog in the independent agencies of the United States federal government. You're on the payroll and you happen to be an employee of an instrumentality. These things called kickbacks, yes, they explain what it is here. Generally prohibits kickbacks of compensation paid under contract of employee in federally financed and assisted construction activities. Oh, why don't you just enforce the laws? Because now I'm going to put a bid in on every construction project of every independent agency, and I'm almost sure, like 99.9% sure, that you will always use all of my products.